Do you love to play Magic Online but have a tight budget? Check out MtGo Academy's Academy Budget Bot in the Magic Online Classifieds. All cards in stock are cheaper than one event ticket.
Alright, this is the start of our third round. We have won the dice roll, so we get to play first. This hand's fine. We have 4 lands, a counterspell, divination, and Elspeth. Our opponent has 61 cards in our deck, so that leads me to believe he might be on Maze's end, because I know a lot of those decks still play 61 cards, even though I don't think it's right. If that's the case, it might be fairly hard for us to win game 1, and then not having like a Jace Memory Adept game 2, it makes it hard. Makes it harder. We play our Temple of Lightning. Probably should have played a Guildgate. I wasn't even thinking. But we're just gonna bomb this land, and I'll just pass the turn back. He played an Azorius Guildgate, which doesn't tell us if he's not on Maze's End yet. So we'll play our Guildgate and say go. Might just want to play Mutavault there because we can start attacking him. Maybe that's not unreasonable. Second Azorius Guildgate still doesn't tell us anything. This turn I'm just going to actually Divination while we have the opportunity to. I'm not really worried about what he can play on 3 mana. Could be blue-white, could be Maze's End either way. I'm not really worried about their 3 drops. Okay, he's definitely blue-white. So we pay 2 life so we could keep open Dissolve. But we don't have anything to counter, so we're just going to play Tapped Hollowed Fountain and say go. So it's yet to see if this is actual blue-white control or if it's the mono blue-white devotion deck. So he plays his own temple, and he put a card on top. So I'll probably find out soon what he's playing. So we'll play another temple. Mutavault. Actually, just want to keep that. All the Mutavaults are really good, I think, in this matchup. So drawing 3 can be really powerful. Really good against them. So just plays land, puts the card on bottom. Could have last breath or last gasp. So I forgot the name of that card right now. But we're actually just going to attack for 2 here. So we'll find out soon enough. We're okay with whatever he has. Alright, so he has nothing. We'll just say go. Last breath. Okay, so he did have it. That's fine. So it's like, looks like just blue-white control. It's kind of awkward they kill our land. Puts us a little behind. But we're not going to miss a land drop for a while. And let's just say go. So he definitely has some kind of counter spell in his hand. Okay, divination, that's fine. Alright, so I guess we'll play our own divination. Play our Mutavaults. We've drawn all 4 Mutavaults this game. Play our Elixir. You might want to try countering this, but I don't think that, I don't think you want to fight over an Elixir. Like, it's not like if I draw if he uses his counterspell, then I have a Revelation. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's just not worth fighting over in the mirror. It does help you out in the very, very long run, which the games might end up going to, but you just don't want to, it's not worth countering this early, at least. So it's like he's having the first discard, he misses land drop. So let's see what he discards. Supreme Verdict, okay. Alright. So do another Elspeth, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So we're very close to being able to play Elspeth with Dissolve backup. And I kind of don't want to play anything yet because, let's say, because he's missing land drops and discarding cards, and that just advantages us the longer we wait. So do another land, so we'll just play another land. Let's say go. Haven't drawn Revelation yet. Alright, he says another divination. So probably he's going to play a land and then discard, or he just drew 2 spells, which should be good for us because it makes his divination a lot worse. Okay. So Supreme Verdict. Let's see what the other card he discards. Detention Sphere, okay. Let's say go. So we're in great shape. Once like we start getting close to discard, then I want to start doing things. And drawing the second dissolve really helps out with that. Okay, so he has his Azorius Charms. So we got there. So this is less likely he'll have more than 3 last breaths. We drew a Temple, play that. We don't need a third Detention Sphere right now. Just say go. Let's try and play quickly so we can catch up on time. Like I came a little bit late to the round, so third dissolve, okay, we have 3, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. That's enough for Elspeth to dissolve. We could apply another Detention Sphere, so that might not even be good enough. Just say go. So next turn we have the discards. I think it was worth running something out there. He played a Temple and he put the card on bottom. So it's probably, I think you keep lands at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and play an Elspeth. See if he wants to counter it. I'll counter back, but then if he has another counter spell, I'll just let it happen. Okay, that's fine. He gets a couple scries. So we got rid of 2 of his dissolves. I don't care too much about Elspeth. It's not that great in this matchup. Puts a card on bottom. Because of the Detention Spheres. Puts a card on top. Okay, so do something relevant that turn. He might go for it. He might not think I have another counter spell. So let's see what he does. We also haven't drawn a Revelation yet. Those will be good. We'll time those hopefully well. And also we have Aethelene. So he might not have Aethelene. I know a lot of decks kind of cut that, or they're just playing Elspeths. So he has something. He has something he can do right now. If it's a Jace, I just don't care about it at all, because I have Mutavaults. I'm not going to pick a fight over an Elspeth, I don't think. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So it's definitely something proactive, or to like a Revelation, anything so I don't have a counter spell. Okay, it doesn't have anything yet. So now we're going to try for an Elspeth again. Looks like he's going for a Revelation here. Or just a Syncopate. Looks like a Revelation. X equals 4. Oh, actually I don't care about that. A Revelation for 4 isn't that big of a deal. Like, especially with so many dead cards in this match, like in the game 1, like the odds are like he only hits like 2 actual cards, if that. So yeah, so probably hit Detention Sphere. So it's like this. I think I'm willing to counter Detention Sphere. He already discarded 1. And I think I'm going to shuffle my graveyard back in because I have a lot of good cards. So I'll counter this Detention Sphere. I don't know if I'll counter it again. Syncopate. X equals 5. Actually, we're just so light on action. He's a full grip now. I think I want to counter again. Just I kind of want this Elspeth to stick around. We really need to draw a Revelation. Okay, he does have the other dissolve. Oh, it's another syncopate. Nope. So we lost 2 dissolves for the elixir. But it's okay. So I'm not gonna shuffle in yet because I want to draw a revelation. Last breath. That's a pretty terrible draw. We're gonna fire up all our mutavaults and attack for 9. Then we're gonna break elixir in a turn. So we're kind of naked right now. We can't counter anything because everything's pretty bad for us. We do have like a 2-turn clock, so there's that. But it does have 6 cards in hand, so we'll see. Hopefully just a bunch of counter spells. He might have Supreme Verdict. Yep, still a 2-turn clock. It's 5 cards in hand. Crack elixir now. So I'm okay with drawing any of these cards. Alright, Syncopate. It's kinda not too good right now. Would have liked it earlier. So go ahead and attack. Might have like a last breath. He might have an Azorius Charm. Alright, it's one last breath. Okay. Takes 4, so he's still on. Now he's on 2 more turns for him to do something. Alright, nothing. I drew a revelation. I think I just want to pressure him because I feel like these can actually just might be able to get there. I'm still revelation for was that 5? If we need to. But we have him dead next turn. So he needs a revelation. He needs to play around Syncopate. So we might get there. Just play another land. I'll play this on tap just in case. So if he doesn't have anything, we got him. Might fire off a revelation here. We'll see how big he does it for. He might be able to give him those syncopate. Hopefully, he might not have another counter spell. Let's see. Oh, we just got our mutavault. It's awesome. So it worked out pretty well. Yeah, he only fired off 1 small revelation, and we got him with our manlands. Let's see. Mutavault's so good. All right. Going to sideboarding. We don't want our last breaths. We don't want our supreme verdicts. We want gainsays all our creatures. We want Glare of Heresy. What else do we take out here? I'm actually okay. What? Like I said, this is my friend's list. Like with my list, I actually had it a little bit differently. Something else we would want to cut. A friend said, Michael said, don't bring in Revoke in this matchup because not many targets, but you do want Glare of Heresy. He did cut Jace, but I don't remember how many. Maybe we didn't want Gainsay. Just want to negate. Then we cut 2 Jaces just because it doesn't do too much. Rather just like, it only draws a couple cards, and that usually gets attention sphered. I guess that's okay if it's just attention sphered, but it's usually like a bad divination. So we'll try this out and see if this works well for us. And we might be able to surprise him and just get him with the Bramazes. They're really good. They're such a fast clock, and the odds are our opponent also sided out Supreme Verdicts. We have it, so we'll see if it's good enough. We are not going to mulligan it. So being on the draw is a little bit worse with the Bramaz because they can have dissolve. But we have 2 of them, so it's okay. That'll be good later. We'll keep that. I'll just play tapped. I'm not assuming he has his own. Many people don't play Bramaz. And then even if he does, we just play ours, and he can't attack into it because then you double block. Okay. Let's play Island, play Bermaz. This could have a counterspell. I'm okay with that. Doesn't. So he might have a Detention Sphere, and that's fine too. No, he doesn't. Okay, sweet. Exactly where we want to be at. So we get a cat token. Now we have single paid up for his next big spell. And we'll play on that top. Like we need the 6th land for this Elspeth. Revelation for 1. That's okay. I don't mind you cycling Revelation. So he could bring Archangel. Most decks do play Archangel, but very few actually play Bermaz. So he might have the Tension Sphere, and I'm actually okay with that. I'm just gonna play a second Bermaz. I'll play our Temple here, see what's on top. Jace. That's fine. It'll be good later. He's gonna token him for 5, puts him to 12. Last Breath of token, okay. Interesting, kept Last. Well, I guess he lost Immutavault, so it makes sense to keep Last Breath in. But that's the only target for it. Actually, don't care about Jace. Plus, it's still gonna take some damage because the cat token that comes in play underneath it doesn't get affected by Jace. So we'll attack with Bermaz. Yeah, we'll attack his Jace. So it takes 3, goes to 2. So next turn he has to use it or lose it, and we're just gonna play a Divination now. So back to the 7 cards. Hopefully we can draw some lands. If he counters this, that's fine. I don't care about that. So like one thing is if your opponent doesn't know you're bringing in all these creatures, they're just gonna have like lots of counter spells, and they're not gonna be able to actually deal with your board state too well. Yeah, Divination, I don't care. +1 again, okay. So Adrenal Mutavault. So I'm just gonna attack Jace again. And put the token, and I'll attack it. You can block the Mutavault if you want. So then Jace goes to 1, and he still can't use it next turn. Yep. Yep, that's fine. And we're actually just gonna try out for another Divination. Adrenal Dissolve, that's good. So we have 2 counter spells now. We can only cast 1 of them, but alright, Divination all you want. Plays a Temple. Let's see what that does for him. Puts a card on top. So, okay, so it's probably like a Revelation or an Elspeth, something very high impact. So attack with Jace both again, so that way we can at least get it back to 1. I don't want to trade off Mutavaults. Alright, takes it. I'm actually not going to play anything this turn, so I can have open Syncope and Dissolve, so I can fight over whatever he wants to play here. Yeah. So go ahead and dissolve that. And if it resolves, I don't even care too much. I can just like Glare of Heresy it. But I'm gonna... yeah, I'm just gonna counter it, because I just have so much pressure now. Counter X equals 2. So that I can just play my own Elspeth or play my Jace or attack with Mutavault. So just like, I have a lot of options now. Put that on bottom. I don't think we need that quite, like, it doesn't do too much. He could have Faded Retribution, which is kind of... I don't know if you'd have that or bring that in. I don't think he has Supreme Verdicts the way he's playing. So I'm going to play Jace. I'm going to minus it and see what's going on. Alright, so we get a Revelation. I'll attack with one Mutavault, leave open like Bluff Dissolve, or I can block his Mutavault. Hit him for a bunch. So yeah, Bramaz is sweet. It's done so much. It's invalidated his Jace. So we don't actually have a counterspell right now. But, okay, so yeah, I don't care about his Jace. He might plus it again. Might buy him some time. Nope, he's just looking for an answer. You can have the needle, don't care. I just have so much damage in play now. Like, so that, only thing he has to needle right now is Mutavault and Jace. Yeah, so like either way it hurts him. So yeah, Bramaz doing work, crushing people. Alright, so that was our third round. We were able to win it pretty easily. And hopefully we can have this success in the last round of our daily.